Oh man, kudos to you, Hasbro. Tip of the cap. And if you don't know, down here in the South, a tip of the cap's a pretty big deal. So it's a pretty big compliment. So you definitely get a cap tip today for once again very creatively finding a way to sell us some bullshit that we don't want and we don't need. And what am I talking about? You already know what I'm talking about. We got this today. This is the Gamblers Anonymous edition of Retro Card Flint that Hasbro dropped on us today. I'm not real sure why. I don't know. So, tell you what this is in case you weren't on any social media, weren't checking your email or whatever today. Somehow you missed this. I wasn't even on social media much today, and I saw this. So, back in March of this year, we got the pre-orders for this retro card Flint figure, Cover Girl, the Firefighter, Televiper, all that stuff. That was in March. It's almost October, and we still haven't seen them yet. But as soon as these dropped, all the buzz was about this horrible AI art that these cards had on them. For whatever reason, Hasbro chose to go that route for the card art rather than having a traditional artist draw it up. Trying to save a buck didn't work out real well, to the point where I saw a lot of people, one, either say they were skipping these or they were just going to stop buying the retro cards when it got to this line. Now, whether they did, I don't know. It's just stuff I saw online. People say because they went the AI route, and there's a whole lot of people that don't open retro cards. I don't open some of them. I have some that I don't open. So I was going to open this Flint whenever I get him because I do not have him. I was going to open this Flint, but that does not change the fact that this card art is awful and was a horrible idea. So fast forward today, you could get Flint on Amazon. I could have him tomorrow, but I didn't order him on Amazon. I kept him on Pulse. So today we get this drop for this 82 numbered, not numbered, but the limited to 82 edition art, and it is from Rich Pellegrino. That is an alternate, actual drawn artist done variant for the Retro Card Flint. Retro Card Flint was not sold out on Pulse. Retro Card Flint was not sold out anywhere, nor was he gonna sell out until today on Pulse when they dropped this. I don't know. I'm just talking here. I don't know if they come up with this idea because of the backlash way back in March for this AI card art. I don't know if this was something they had cooked up all along. I don't know. This to me seems like some kind of way to save face in the most, the least, I guess, self-aware way. This reminds me of one of these horrible celebrity apologies where one of these jackass celebrities goes out and does or says something completely heinous, and then their publicist is like, you got to make a statement. Like the one chick that played the ukulele. This is a ukulele song from Hasbro to me. That's how I interpret this. So I don't know if it was planned. I don't know if when the AI backlash was so bad, they were like, oh, we got to do something. Who do we have on speed dial? Somebody come up with this idea. And 82, why are there 82 of them? Who knows? All I can come up with is because that was the year that A Real American Hero debuted, 1982. Maybe that information's out there. I haven't come across it yet. That's all I can think of. But why not just do three more and make it 85, since that was, the year that Flint came out with the card art that this is a good tribute to. Why not make it 85? I don't know. Either way, do you guys think they're going to do this with Televiper and CoverGirl? Because Pulse has not shipped these. And I was looking at it when I first looked this up. I actually saw it. I was tagged in the Facebook group, and I looked at it and saw the tag to see what it was. Then I saw that I'd gotten an email on it, and I didn't give it a second thought other than, my initial thought of, oh my God, what are they doing now? And it wasn't until I got home and got to looking this up that I realized, because I got to thinking about it, is this a singular thing, like a contest where you have to order this retro Flint? What about those of us who have retro Flint ordered through Pulse already? And then I saw that they had merged the listing, and this is now the listing for retro card Flint on Pulse. And guess what? It's sold out. Because of course it's sold out. Of course it's sold out. We will buy anything from Hasbro as long as it's got a G.I. Joe stamp on it. They could release Night Force Mr. Hanky tomorrow and it would sell out, especially if it's a Walmart exclusive, which it would be. It's Night Force. They could literally do a piece of shit and put a Night Force logo on it and we would buy it. Limit of 99 was that when South Park come out. So yeah, I this was the dumbest damn idea, the dumbest saving face idea. I'm glad they hopefully paid somebody to do this card art. It looks good. I like the card art. It looks pretty good. Looks way better than the AI slop. But I like the fact that they did that. But I don't like the fact that they should have done this in March. This should have been done. If they were going to do this, they should have announced it back then. Do you guys think the cards were already printed up in March? I do. I think they were probably already running by the time that this was announced. And this is just some retroactive way they had to scramble and come up with this little, I call it a contest. It's luck of the draw. It's gambling. It's buying freaking Pokemon cards or some shit like that to get this figure to sell out. And like, look, we can actually get somebody to do card art. Look, we still have connections, like trying to save a buck and then come up with this. So they sold out all of these retro card Flints. That's probably what they come up with to pay the artist Pellegrino to do this. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I know I probably won't be the only video out there, and I know there's probably people that saw this video go up and thought, here we go again. He's at it again. Well, I am at it again. I said when they do some ridiculously dumb shit, I'm going to make a video on it because I love the figures. I love G.I. Joe. I don't love the company. I don't love the way that they treat the property. I don't like the way that they treat the fans. I feel like once G.I. Joe Classified makes it out of the design stage, after that, it just gets kicked down the road. It's just a can that gets kicked down the road. You have a can made out of solid ass gold with a one-of-a-kind etched label from the guys that actually draw it up and conceptualize it and bring it to life. And then they hand it off on a pillow to the next person and they just kick it like you're playing football kickoff returns out in the yard when you was 10 with your friends, and wherever it lands they just keep kicking it back. That's what it feels like, and that's what this feels like. It would have been a neat little idea if they'd have done it from the beginning. Have they ever done this before? I don't think they've done it with G.I. Joe. I don't remember them doing something like this with another property, but maybe they have and I missed it. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know. Maybe they've done it and I missed it, but I know they haven't done it since I've been collecting this stuff. That's for sure. I think this is just the dumbest ukulele apology saving face idea they could possibly come up with. And actually, now that they've done this with Flint, I hope there is a cover girl and there is a Televiper to go with this line. They're going to have to do this more, right? So they can't have this idea for just Flint because this card art is so bad and never do this again. Am I wrong in thinking that? Like, even if that is the idea that they did this for this, and I keep looking over here because I got it pulled up on my other monitor. Even if that's the idea, the reason that they did this for Flint, like, is it just me, or is it going to make it even worse if they don't ever do this again? Because hopefully they will not use AI for anything else on these card arts, or at least they invest in some good AI, get the paid subscription to Canva or whatever, so whatever AI program, pay for that Chat GPT. I don't know. But I think if they don't ever do this again, I think it makes them look even worse. So, yes, I am at it again, and I've put off, I've let a lot of shit they've done over this year slide, not just calling it out and voicing my thoughts on it, because that's all this is. It's an opinion. This is the rant part of the channel, and once in a while I'm going to have one. Let me know down in the comments, again, what do you guys think is the idea for this? Do you guys think it was a good idea? And since they have merged the listings, I guess I'm in the running too for getting one of 82 of the actual drawn artist done Flint cards, because that's what it looks like. Is they combine the listings, so now everybody that has retro Flint ordered through Pulse, I guess, is in the running to maybe get one of these. No, it doesn't say exclusive on it, but I'm guessing the way it's worded that it is a Pulse exclusive, because they even wrote this little thing up about infiltrating the Hasbro Pulse distribution warehouse. So does that mean it's only the ones coming from Pulse? Because again, I could have this guy through Amazon tomorrow, but you know what? I won't have any fancy one of 82 card art. I feel bad for the people that collect variants, trying to hunt this thing down, because it's gonna be ridiculous. So once again, they're using some kind of weaponized FOMO to try to. It's actually really brilliant. So to not only rectify a very obvious and hopefully regrettable mistake, but to sell out a figure that's probably going to be peg warming when it hits stores. Let's be honest. Everybody wants Flint, but once everybody's got Flint, Flint's ass is going to hang on them pegs until you can buy them for $12.49 at Target. So it's pretty smart. I just hope they decide to do it for other things other than this. So again, rant over for this. I've let a lot slide this year. I'm behind on my rants. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this horribly sloppy ukulele song. And I will see y'all next time on 3 Star Draw.